make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Michigan's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take the...
Into the secondary on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He's at the sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. To throw, it's Randall. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. QB got it himself. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Slithers into space. Shakes off the defender. And they swarm him under. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The inside handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Making side adjustments here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
They punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Randall. He's got it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Randall. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Finds his man. It's Ben. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
They're going to run it. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Takes the handoff. It's Gideon. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Stoneburner. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They want to run it left here. Snowed under by the defense.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
To the air, it's Randall. Grabbed over the middle, it's James. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical days.
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the... Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Going to the running game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day.
Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 32 to Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Bruins. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
38, UCLA. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. On the ground, it's Spillman. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The option look. Now the toss. There he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Gives it on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's good. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Right back to the well. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Spillman. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Shabera. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls it in. It's Shabera. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Finds his tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 10. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the move, it's Ivory. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They go to the wide receiver screen.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arm's starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Stoneburner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like, continue to play. Find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the run, it's Gideon. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down a lot.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They send the tight end in motion. Snap from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Shabera. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Michigan.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Let's go. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll do it himself. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage.
Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's bent. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today.